The day I find a good secret keeper, I'll give him such pleasure that he'll remember it for the rest of his life. The Secret Keeper, a love story of Emma and Ryan. The day I find someone I can truly trust, I'll give him a pleasure he'll never forget for the rest of his life. 1. The Lonely Spark. In the bustling city of Chicago, where everyone seemed too busy to feel, Emma Clark, 35, lived a life that looked perfect from the outside, a marketing executive, stylish, confident, always smiling. But behind the lipstick and laughter was a woman starving, not for money, not for fame, but for trust. She had been betrayed before. Men had loved her beauty, her charm, but not her heart. So, she built walls, elegant, invisible walls, and hid behind them. She used to say jokingly to her friend, "The day I find someone worth my secrets, I'll show him what heaven feels like." But deep down, she wasn't joking. 2. The Stranger at the Cafe. One rainy evening, Emma sat in her favorite corner of the Bluebird Cafe, scrolling aimlessly through her phone. That's when he walked in, Ryan Carter, 32, a journalist who'd recently moved to Chicago to work for the Tribune. He wasn't movie star handsome, but there was something rare about him, calm eyes, a quiet smile, and a kind of strength that didn't need to prove itself. Their eyes met when the waiter accidentally mixed up their coffees. Ryan laughed, handing her cup back. "Guess fate's trying to start a conversation," he said. Emma smiled. "Fate's been trying too hard lately." They talked for 2 hours that evening, about books, about childhood memories, about pain and healing. He didn't flirt, he listened. For the first time in years, Emma felt seen, not as a body, not as a name, but as a soul. 3. The Slow Trust. Over the next few weeks, Ryan became a part of her days. Morning texts, late night talks. He didn't demand her time, he earned it. When she shared her first real story, about how her ex-fiancé cheated on her with her best friend, she expected him to pity her. But he didn't. He just said softly, "People who break hearts forget that hearts remember." That night, she cried, not because she was sad, but because someone finally understood. 4. The Secret. One night, as they sat by the lake, the moon reflecting off the ripples, Emma looked at him and said, "Ryan, can I tell you something no one knows?" He nodded. She leaned closer, her voice trembling. "I've always believed love is the most dangerous addiction. But if I ever find someone I can truly trust, I'll give him a pleasure he'll never forget, not with my body, but with my soul." Ryan smiled, his eyes gentle. "Then I hope I'm worthy of your secret." She touched his hand. "Maybe you are." 5. The night of the confession. It was her birthday when he showed up at her door, holding a small box and a nervous smile. Inside was a silver bracelet with 2 engraved words. "My Secret Keeper." Emma froze. She looked at him, speechless. "How did you remember?" she whispered. Ryan smiled. "Because that night, your secret became my favorite truth." Something broke inside her, the last wall she had built. She kissed him softly, the kind of kiss that says thank you and I'm yours at the same time. 6. The Love That Heals. Their love wasn't wild, it was steady. They spent nights cooking together, laughing at old movies, and sometimes just sitting in silence, comfortable, safe silence. Emma began to write again, poems, confessions, dreams. She called her journal, The Secret Keeper. Ryan became her calm, her peace, her addiction. And one night, as they lay in bed, she whispered in his ear, "Do you remember what I once said? About giving someone a pleasure he'll never forget?" He smiled sleepily. "I remember." She leaned in close, her voice a soft promise. "Now you know what I meant." And he did. It wasn't about passion, it was about trust. The kind that changes a person forever. 7. The Epilogue. A year later, Ryan published a short story in the Tribune titled, The Secret Keeper. It ended with these words. "Love isn't about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone safe enough to be imperfect with. And when you finally find that person, give them a piece of yourself they can never forget, your truth." Emma read it and cried, not tears of sadness, but of peace. Because she knew her secret was safe, forever. Closing line. In a world full of short loves and shallow promises, she chose one man, not because he was handsome, not because he was rich, but because he could keep her secret. Kiss Mark.